Okay, so Godzilla minus one. I finally actually got a chance to watch this movie. Now, I did watch it on Netflix, so I did watch the English dub of the movie. Now, if you guys are expecting to see two monsters fighting, it like the legendary movies, like the American ones, this movie is not like that. This movie is more of a disaster movie. Like, it's actually more of a tribute to the old Godzilla films. So it's a disaster movie type film. Like this movie focuses on the human characters, so this movie has a lot of heart into it. Like it's actually about self-sacrifice in this movie. Like literally, the reason why it's called minus one is because basically after World War Two, what happened was the characters like they're basically poor and stuff like that, where they're gonna make sacrifices to order to survive. And then all of a sudden, this big creature comes in and basically wrecks Japan, which is basically like I said, why it's called minus zero because if you think about after the war, Japan went to zero, and when this monster came in, it literally took it below zero. So it pretty much almost like destroys Japan. Like that's what I mean. Like this movie, when it comes to the human characters, it's about human sacrifice. It's about sacrificing for the ones you love and things like that. Like I actually don't want to get into spoilers for this film, but I have to say that this movie was very well written. Very well written. Like whoever wrote this movie actually did a very good job. Like you actually care about the human characters in this movie. Like I'm actually impressed the way they've made this movie. Like even the directing, every shot, like every scene they set up, like the way the scenes were shot, it was pretty impressive. Like every angle was not wasted. Like literally every scene in this movie, like every emotion they try to get out of it, nothing was wasted. Like he portrayed it very well. Like everything you see on screen, like they captured all the characters' emotions, like the threat of Godzilla. They captured that very well. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like every scene in this movie was not wasted. The angles they chose, it was very well directed. Like even the CGI in this movie looked good. Like, cause I've seen like Japanese movies before, but this is like the best CGI I've seen. Like, let me put it this way: before I watched this movie, I was expecting this movie to be like like a B movie, like I was expecting some wonkiness here and there and some like a cheap budget film, but no. To be honest with you, what I saw in this movie can rival Hollywood. Literally can rival Hollywood. Like most of what Hollywood is producing, like this rivals that. This movie really rivals them. Like to be honest, this movie, like even comparing it to the Hollywood movies, this movie is probably one of the best I've seen in recent years. Literally, like it's that good. Like this movie really surprised me. It really did because the way it was, there's a story, there's a well written story to this. The way it was directed, like even the music behind this, yeah, like they captured all the emotions, like what the characters were going through. They even like the way the music was playing to show Godzilla was a threat. There's even like tributes. So obviously Godzilla's the old theme, the Japanese theme. Yes, there's some that was remade for this movie. It sounded actually perfect the way they did it in this movie. Like for a movie like this to come out of Japan, like it's very impressive. Like I said before, this can rival most Hollywood movies made in recent years. Like why can't we get movies from Hollywood this good anymore? You know? Because this movie, like I said, was very well written, very well directed, very well acted. The music was good. Like the filmmakers and the actors in this movie did a very good job making this movie. They really did. And I'll say this, I want more movies like this coming out of Japan. Like it's literally that good. Like I mean, even it doesn't even have to be a Godzilla movie. Like it could be anything. Like if they can write movies this good and direct them this good, I want more movies like this from them. Because like it was very surprising. That's how good this movie was. Very surprising. So about Godzilla's design. Now, the way they designed him is obviously the way it's supposed to be a tribute to the old Godzilla films, to the originals. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, even the way he walks, it's obviously a tribute to the old Godzilla. Like, the way he walks, the way he moves, the way his spines are designed. Yeah, like, he actually looks very terrifying in this movie. Like he does look like an actual threat. Like he was actually very menacing in this movie, very menacing. Like even like his atomic breath, the way it was designed, the way he does it, the things explode. It looks terrifying. And he actually looks like a threat. Like this thing is literally a killing machine, literally a killing machine. Like that's the thing about this Godzilla. Like this Godzilla enjoys to destroy things. Literally destroys. Like he's literally a bad guy in this film. Like he's going into cities, literally destroying them. Like he's literally a psychopath in this film. Like he sees something, he destroys it. Like that's the thing I was saying about before, how it's a well-written story, is that the characters here, because they survived World War II and they're poor, and basically now there's this thing trying to kill them that's basically destroying their lives even more. So you can actually feel the dread and the fear of these characters. Like literally that's how menacing he is in this movie. Like this is literally a psychopathic evil Godzilla that likes to destroy things. Literally. Like I actually like this take of Godzilla where he's literally a bad guy, and how they're gonna deal with this threat. It's not like the legendary films where he's basically a hero, right? Now, I'm not saying I don't like a hero Godzilla. They could, like, if they turn this into a film series, which I hope they do, they make sequel after sequel. If they want to turn him into a good guy later, fine. But I really like what they've done with this, in this movie. I really like it. And I hope they do turn this into a film series. I really do. Like, it's literally that good. It's literally that good. Now, obviously, do I recommend this film? Yes, 100%. If you're a Godzilla fan, go out and watch this movie. You need to watch this movie. It's literally that good, as I mentioned. Very well directed, very good story to tell. The music was good. Godzilla was menacing in this movie. I think true Godzilla fans will love this movie. Sorry, did I actually say go out and watch this movie? I mean, because it's actually on Netflix, so go watch it on Netflix. It's a very good movie. Or if you don't have Netflix, hopefully you can get the Blu-ray on this. This movie is actually well worth even purchasing physical copy of this. It's literally worth it. Like, I highly recommend you actually even buy this movie. They literally that good, literally that good. Anyway, that's all for my review. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. And yeah, thank you for watching.